हेलो फ्रेंड्स, सो वेलकम टू स्टडी बस। जितने भी जैट एस्पिरेंट्स हैं, आप सबके लिए बहुत ही एक अच्छी न्यूज़ है कि टुडे वी आर हैविंग प्रोफेसर विश्व वल्लभ सर हु इज ऑफिशियली द जैट कन्वीनर एज वेल। तो आप सबके माइंड में बहुत सारे डाउट्स थे कि जैट का डिसीजन मेकिंग कैसे टैकल करें। काफी सारे ये क्वेश्चंस निकल के आते हैं कि जीके और एसए राइटिंग का जब कट ऑफ में काउंट नहीं होता तो उसका क्या रीजन है एग्जाम में कंडक्ट करने का। तो लेट्स हियर स्ट्रेट फ्रॉम द हॉर्सेस माउथ। वेलकम प्रोफेसर सर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर टेकिंग टाइम फॉर दिस सेशन for students and for all the ZAT aspirants. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, so the first question which I want to ask you, जनरली ये कहा जाता है कि जो जैट का एग्जाम है वो कैट से भी ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट है। एंड एमबीए इंडस्ट्री में एमबीए के जितने भी एंट्रेंसेज हैं, जैट इज द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट एग्जाम। तो उसके बारे में व्हाट इज योर से?
See, look here, difficulty or easiness is a relative word. If the paper is difficult, it is difficult for everybody. If it is easy, it is easy for everyone, and like that. So, in relative terms, the marks will go up and go down, and like that. I don't think anybody should be worried about that. Paper is difficult, and like that. Every paper has got certain purposes. Why JET has got certain purposes and like that. And the purpose is, of course, to have fair and robust and I would say discriminatory evaluation, that it should be able to discriminate between good and not so good. I would not say call them any bad and like that kind of thing. It is only relative terms and like that. So that is my first take on that particular page. So, but what you should say when you actually become an MBA graduate, or when you start preparing for that, your mindset, when you start preparing, let us say somebody wants to go in technology, he will appear for the gate and other kind of examination, etc. So once he prepares for that, he is basically going to be there. So same way in MBA graduate, when they decide to appear for either JAT or CAT or any other examination, and they are aspiring for what? They should go for the best possible institution and like that. Since then, they become a student. Okay? And therefore, I consider, there are two hypotheses. Number one is the younger generation has got enormous capacity, and I believe in that. Okay? So they can do. Only thing you have to show that what they should need to do in life. Okay? And what they need to learn and so on and so forth. And like that. So that is number one part of it. The second is the paper also gives. When you appear in the paper, you should feel that you are appearing for PGDM, you are appearing for MBA graduation, and so on and so forth. So JAT is also a gateway of more than 116. I mean, top maybe, let us say, XLRI, type me, or let us say other institutions like these are some of the institutions, Great Lake, another kind of institution, etc. But you have to have discrimination so that if you are top on top, you are aspiring for the XLRI, and you should go to XLRI and like that. So that is one of the purposes and like that. That's we have, and we try to make paper as robust as possible. We try to evaluate as fairly as possible, and make sure that the candidate, when you are appearing in the examination, you say, wow, I must know this. Okay? I must
Definitely, sir.
do it, and like that. You should feel as if you are appearing for the MBA graduation or PGDM graduation and so on and so forth and like that. So you should enjoy doing the paper and like that. I invite everybody, even if those who are getting IMA admission, I am on, I mean, they will say that I am not interested. We are no less in anything. But let us say somebody is interested in IM, consider say IM is better or IMB is better, IMC is better, or somebody is just interested in IM label, any kind of IM label. I don't have any problem with them. But you must appear for the examination to make sure that you enjoy the paper, see that what you must know, and
Definitely, sir.
so
Sir,
that.
I can vouch for it because being my alma mater, XLRI has been my dream college, and studying in this beautiful campus and with under your guidance, it is something which I'm going to cherish all through my life. Sir, the second important question, being a ZAT convener, जो बहुत सारे बच्चे जानना चाहते हैं वो ये है कि जो भी हमारी एक्सआई की कट ऑफ आती है या फॉर दैट मैटर जितने भी हमारे टॉप कॉलेजेस है, चाहे वो एक्सआईएमबी हो, आईएमटी हो, आईएमआई हो, ग्रेट टेक्स या गोवा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट, वहां पे जो स्कोर कंसिडर होता है वो पार्ट 1 का कंसिडर होता है जिसमें हमारा क्वांट्स, वर्बल एंड डिसीजन मेकिंग काउंट होता है। देन देयर इज अ पार्ट 2 जहां पे हमारा जीके का सेक्शन है और वहां पे हमारा एस्से राइटिंग है, उसको हम कट ऑफ में कंसिडर नहीं करते। तो उसका यूज कहाँ है एंड उसका पर्पस क्या है? क्योंकि बहुत सारे बच्चे पूछना चाहते हैं, सर हमारा जीके वीक है, हमारी करंट अफेयर्स वीक है, तो क्या हमें जैट के लिए जाना चाहिए, या फिर मेरी एस्से राइटिंग इतनी अच्छी नहीं है तो मैं करूं या नहीं करूं? तो उसके बारे में आप क्या बोलना चाहेंगे सर?
देखिए, उसके बारे में सिंपल आंसर, माय सिंपल आंसर इज वेरी सिंपल, that if you are not aspiring for XLRI, maybe you don't need to do it. But if you are aspiring for XLRI, and I would say that you should not leave it, because you will not be allowed to leave hall number one. Of course, that is technical problem. Uh-huh. The second one is that by chance you have done well, and you should not leave it just because uh, just in 1 in 100 or 2 in 100 chance or 10 in 100 chance you might come here like that, and you should aspire for studying as best possible. So we do consider the essay, because communication ability, writing and other things, this ability we can test only through some writings, etc. And come in MBA graduate should have good ability to communicate, both oral as well as writing. Okay, written communication can be tested only by writing something and like that. So the essay is meant for that. General knowledge shows variety of things too. That also we consider at the in the final weightage are given to the in final selection at XLRI. Basically, it tells about your reading habit. It tells about your knowledge about the general awareness, etc. And like that. Let us say I have two equally good candidates in otherwise in the JET 99 or whatever, 95 or 91, whatever it is, but one is better in GK and one is better in essay. We will prefer to those who are better in GK and better in JIFA. So this is an additional dimension basically to assessment like that. And this also helps us in other way also. Let us say that whole batch is very poor. That doesn't happen actually. Okay, we have several programs. In some it is voted is little bit more, some it is little less, and like kind of thing. Let us say that whole batch is not very good in written communication and like that. We have to organize something we have to do internally. We have to inform the dean office, dean academic, etc. and like that. So it has got multiple purpose, but of course in selection also it is important and like that. I'm sorry. Okay. सो हम ये कहेंगे जो भी एस्पायरेंट हैं दे शुड प्रिपेयर नाउ ओनली 3 weeks are left. I would say that they should use first those main part of the paper, etc. Okay, at this particular point of time, like that. Do little bit reading, newspaper, business columns, etc., editorial columns, etc., and try to understand what is going on geopolitically, etc., and kind of thing. So I hope that they will have sufficient grounding in that. Okay, because the we have limited time, and if you are asking me 6 months before or 3 months before, I will give a very different kind of strategy. Okay.
सो आई गेस ये काफी इंपॉर्टेंट लर्निंग है। जितने भी जैट एस्पिरेंट्स इस वीडियो को देख रहे हैं, तो पहले जो आपका फोकस है वो पार्ट 1 पे होना चाहिए। अगर आपका वो प्रिपरेशन कंप्लीट हो गया, उसके बाद यू कैन गो फॉर करंट अफेयर्स एंड एसे राइटिंग। एंड जैसे कि सर ने बताया कि जो फाइनल मेरिट लिस्ट आपकी बनेगी वहां पे वो काउंट होता है, जब 2 इक्वल कैंडिडेट्स आ जाते हैं तो वहां पे वो भी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, बिकॉज बीइंग अ एमबीए एस्पिरेंट आई गेस जीके और राइटिंग स्किल्स हमारी बेटर होनी ही चाहिए। So sir, coming to the third question, and this is the most important and the burning question of every ZAT aspirant, I am telling you, because सर हम इस चैनल पे पिछले 7 years से वीडियोस बना रहे हैं। आई एम राइटिंग दीज एग्जाम्स एवरी ईयर, एंड वन इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन विच इज वेरी डिफरेंट एंड जो लोगों को सबसे ज्यादा डर लगता है वो है डिसीजन मेकिंग का सेक्शन। बिकॉज
It
लोगों
is
ने
the mind.
क्वांट क्योंकि लोगों ने क्वांट्स का प्रिपरेशन किया है, लोगों ने वर्बल का प्रिपरेशन किया है, डिफरेंट एग्जाम जैसे आईएफटी होता है वहां पे जीके भी तैयार कर लेते हैं। बट सर डिसीजन मेकिंग एक ऐसा सेक्शन है जो सिर्फ और सिर्फ जैट में आता है। तो स्टूडेंट्स का क्या माइंडसेट होना चाहिए जब वो ऑप्शन सेलेक्ट करे? क्योंकि सर मैंने खुद ही एग्जाम बहुत बार लिखा है, लेकिन मैं देखता हूँ जो ऑप्शन हमारे सामने होते हैं वो इतने ट्रिकी होते हैं, आपको लगता है ये भी सही है, ये भी सही है, ये भी सही है। तो एज अ जैट कन्वीनर सर आप क्या सजेस्ट करेंगे स्टूडेंट को कि इस सेक्शन को कैसे डील करें?
Let me first, it is an important section. It gives a different dimension. We use it for different, and really use it for the both for cutoff as well as all of you know that, as well as in the final selection, etc., like that. But you just see that the from what we expect, that how much from an unstructured kind of situation, data, little bit whatever information we give, sometimes incomplete information, sometimes variety of things and like that. How can you select the most appropriate answer and like that? Okay. Uh, so that is what is expected. Sometimes it may be related to the question, maybe ethical issues, sometimes stakeholder, sometimes about sustainability, to understand the. It is not from that somebody has done MBA courses or like that. It is from those people who have raw intelligence. Whatever all going around your world, everybody talks about the, let us say, sustainability is important, climate change is important, the stakeholder sensitivity is important, ethical, moral issues are important, and like that. We just want to, and how this helps us, sorry, in variety of way. In fact, many places you say that 30% is reservation for X, Y, Z, and like that. XLRI believes in merit. And if there is any discrimination we are doing it only on based on merit and like that. By giving, by adding a particular dimension, and which is given a quite good amount of weightages. And I believe every, if you are able to do or not able to do is a different matter, but you will appreciate this is only section which tests your aptitude towards management and how you can decide. As a management graduate, you are not ready to take decision making. Then what you are for? What for you are coming here and like that? And but I'm not expecting you to know the some theories, this and that and like that. So it is from your raw intelligence we are expecting. Keep on, what I would like to say that at this stage, again, I would say that you are interviewing me at the time when the time is very limited, just 2 or 3 weeks, and 3 weeks, let us say. I would say that two things they should do. Keep on debating, discussing, and also try to do mock papers, particularly our past year's papers, which we keep on uploading, etc., and like that. That will give you. Um, if we are said that X is more correct than Y, one need to debate that why, and we'll try to be as objective as possible.
सर आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड वन इनपुट हेयर, बिकॉज जब मैंने जैड लिखा था आई स्कोर्ड 99.8 परसेंटाइल इन डिसीजन मेकिंग सेक्शन, एंड माय सिंगल
Yeah.
अप्रोच वाज दैट कि whenever there are four options, and this is one of the suggestion I will like to give all the ZAT aspirants as well, कि elimination approach बहुत हेल्प किया था मुझे, कि चार ऑप्शन है मुझे बहुत करेक्ट लग रहे हैं, सो जस्ट ट्राई टू फिगर आउट कि कौन सा एलिमिनेट है. एंड सर व्हेन आई केम टू एक्सेलराई आई अंडरस्टूड कि एक्सेलराई इज वन कॉलेज इन इंडिया व्हिच बिलीव्स अ लॉट इन वैल्यूज एंड एथिक्स. तो मुझे लगता है वो डिसीजन मेकिंग का जो सेक्शन है वहां पे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप एथिकली कैसे अपने आंसर्स को फ्रेम कर रहे हैं. एंड वहां पे, क्योंकि सर ये मैंने ना यहाँ पे कॉलेज में आके सीखा कि जब आप कॉलेज में आ गए हो, जब आप मैनेजमेंट की वो पढ़ाई कर रहे हो ना, देन यू गेट इनटू दैट सिचुएशन जो डिसीजन मेकिंग में पूछा जाता है. एंड आई विल बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट.
सौरभ, वो सब बहुत अच्छी बात है, लेकिन नॉट नेसेसरली ऑल क्वेश्चन विल बी अनएथिकल इश्यूज और मोरल इश्यूज. देयर कैन बी अदर, there can be very direct question related to, I mean, it is not proper because not all those who have applied, they are in this, they will see this video, etc. So therefore, speaking anything more than this one, I will not be appropriate on my part and like that.
हाँ.
But I can only say vouch on this one. It will not be only on ethical issue, but other issue
हाँ,
also.
डेफिनेटली सर,
You-
बिकॉज सर ये डिसीजन
no,
मेकिंग काफी सारे सेक्शन आते हैं. आई वाज जस्ट गिविंग एग्जांपल कि चाहे वो एथिकल इश्यूज के प्रॉब्लम्स हो या बिजनेस डिलेमा हो या मैनेजरियल सिचुएशंस हो, बहुत सारी सिचुएशंस है. बट दिस इज वन सेक्शन व्हिच एक्चुअली टेस्ट कि आप कितने इजीली और कितने अच्छे से डिसीजंस ले सकते हैं, व्हिच इज अ मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल फॉर एनी एमबीए एस्पिरेंट इन फ्यूचर. दिस इज
and
वन
we
थिंग.
do give value to this particular section and
करेक्ट.
like that. And over period of time, one thing you will be, whatever you are the last year, today you are more smarter. Same way, whatever we were as a student, I personally believe the younger generation is much, much smarter. So if we give signal and we give proper, what we call guidance, and like that, over period of time, people will perfect it and they are smarter, they understand. Believe them, believe in their capacity. It is not we are going to change the society. It is the younger generation who actually will carry on, and their power, their knowledge, their ability, I think, is more important than mine.
दैट इज अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल थॉट सर. एंड सर थैंक यू सो मच, आपने जितने भी इंपॉर्टेंट बर्निंग क्वेश्चन है जैट के उनका आंसर किया. वन लास्ट टिप सर, बीइंग अ जैट कन्वीनर आप क्या सजेस्ट करोगे, क्योंकि बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं, काफी सारे ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स हैं जिनका कैट खराब हो गया है, काफी सारे ऐसे बच्चे हैं जिनका जैट ही ड्रीम है, उनको एक्सेलर ही आना है जस्ट लाइक मी. तो सर उनके लिए क्या टिप्स है सब स्टूडेंट्स के लिए फ्रॉम योर एंड.
See, examination day is important for. Okay, 10%, 20%. I used to score more than my colleagues, those who actually get lost during the examination. So first thing I would like that they need to have a patience. Let us say they are not able to understand the first question they are reading even head and tail. They should not worry. There are 76 questions and like that. So patience is most important. So the, the second thing in appearing examination, I would say that they should be strategic. And you can explain them in your own words. What is the meaning of strategy? If I have said that this is beautiful question and I am not able to get answer, I start reverse solving that and it is not coming and like that. It might be very perfect way when I am practicing it, but not it is not a proper way to appear in the examination. So they have to differentiate between practicing for the examination and appearing in the examination, and therefore the allocation of time and patience. And I would say that in last week they should be little bit more, they should not study anything new. Whatever they have studied, try to revise and try to do some more the past paper, etc. Keep patience, keep believe in them, challenge themselves rather than getting challenged by someone else, like that. If you keep on challenging yourself, every day you will improve. Why shall I compete with anybody else? I should compete with myself. I should do better than what I have done today. I think that would be the best way to do it. And life doesn't end just because somebody is not able to crack. This is your language. I don't use that. Crack either cat or jet and like that. There are plenty of opportunity. Knowledge never get wasted. Okay, so should be the motto. They should believe themselves. I can do. We need doers actually.
सर दैट इज अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल थॉट एंड दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लर्निंग जितने भी एमबीए एस्पिरेंट्स है, दैट लाइफ डजंट गेट एंड. चाहे वो एक एग्जाम खराब हो चाहे दो एग्जाम हो, हमारा टारगेट यही होना चाहिए कि हमें अपनी बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी के साथ एग्जाम देना है. एंड उसके बाद देर आर हंड्रेड ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज विच आर वेटिंग फॉर अस. थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर योर टाइम एंड ऑन अ वेरी शॉर्ट नोटिस यू केम फॉर दिस सेशन एंड हेल्प द स्टूडेंट्स टू अपीयर फॉर दैट. आई एम रियली काइंड एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस इंटरव्यू.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Saurabh.
थैंक
So
यू सर.
nice.
थैंक
Okay,
यू
good
सर.
night.
गुड नाइट सर. थैंक यू सो मच.